what's up everyone? Alright, so you guys are coming with me on a field trip today. We are heading out. It's about 6 a.m.
Too early. It's too early.
here in Tampa, and we're heading over to my buddy Jeff's house. He's got a few different Porsches, and we are going to be making a mold of a Porsche GT3RS gas cap, and then making one for him within the next 72 hours. So this is step number one. I figure go for a little drivey drive, and then I'll see you again whenever we get to his place. All right, see you guys. All right, so we are now here with Jeff. So, hey, there you go. As a matter of fact, this is Jeff's amazing house, right? Look at that. Look at that.
Land of the Porsche.
That's right, land of the Porsches. We got the orange, the blue, the green GT3RS, which you guys have seen. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, you got some pretty amazing.
Love collecting cars, love racing.
I know, that's what's up. As a matter of fact, right now, what we're doing is we are going to take the cover, the gas cover off the orange GT3, and we are going to make a carbon fiber version for the GT3RS. And then, I don't know, I feel like all the Porsches are going to end up having them.
It'll be carbon fiber heaven.
That's right. Yeah, that's what's up right there. All right, so I'm gonna hand the camera over to Jeff, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to pop the thing off. So, all right, it's super simple. All you do, undo it, grab it right here, and pull. And pull.
You want to take a picture of my arm? Why you want to take a picture of my arm?
Because it's the skinniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
There we go. And we are gonna take that back to the shop. That's gonna be the next thing you see, is we're gonna make the mold out of it. And then from the mold, we'll make the carbon fiber pieces, and who knows, maybe a forged one. Forged or like orange carbon. Oh, that'd be sick.
We'll see.
That'd be kind of sick. All right, all right. All right, well, I think that's it for now. Next thing you're gonna see, we're gonna be at the shop, and I gotta do one more shot. Jeff and his amazing, we got the land of the Porsches over here, all right? We got the sick rally car going on. And of course, with everything, you need a Jeep. You always need a Jeep, and that is one hell of a Jeep. Jeff, that's one hell of a Jeep.
It doesn't get stuck.
yeah, no, that thing don't get stuck. All right, guys, I will see you in a second, and peace. Okay, so we're back here at the shop. I've got the piece laid out, and I'm gonna go over a couple things real quick. This right here is a special kind of liquid that we put on here. It's just so the material can release, the mold material, whenever we're done with it. Whenever we make like a long-term mold, we use a special kind of carbon fiber glass mixture, which makes a pretty awesome mold. At the end of it, you basically get something that looks like this. This is actually our mold for the STI, the Subaru WRX STI, and out kicks something like that. We are actually going to be doing what we call an AB mold. So you'll have a mold for the top part, and then a mold for this piece down here. The way that works is once you make the molds, you basically bolt them together, would be the best way to put it. Put the carbon in there, bolt them together, put the thing in the autoclave or the oven, and then once it's done cooking, the carbon's complete, you just unbolt everything. The two parts come basically like a shell, like a clam shell.
Don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. Don't understand.
The two parts two pieces come apart, and it leaves you with a completed carbon fiber mold. Now, there is another way you can do it. It's kind of cool, but you could make this piece, and then you can make the underside piece separately, and then we have special pre-preg adhesives, like I'll show you over here. This stuff right here, and it's basically an adhesive that you have two pre-preg pieces that you've made separately. Put that on there and put that in the oven under temperature and pressure, and voila, comes out as one piece. Now all this is our wall of carbon basically, and you'll notice we have like carbon sitting around, but the real stuff all sits in here in the oven, or shit, oven, freezer.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Real carbon, real pre-preg, really good stuff. Really needs to be frozen. You have to keep it frozen. It's not just the woven sheets that you see up like hanging somewhere. We do have that as well. That's for different projects. this is all the stuff basically that we are going to use within the next, say, like week or two. You really don't want it sitting out any longer than that. So now it's just taking this off, putting it on here, vacuuming it all down with lovely vacuum equipment there, and then basically what we call a debulk. So very first thing we're going to do is put it all in the vacuum bag, get it all the way down to basically zero pressure. Actually, that's absolutely wrong. It's not zero pressure. I haven't had enough Mountain Dew today, so forgive me. It's actually about 30 inches of mercury. So you're pulling all the air out of it, and then an autoclave adds pressure on top of that, atmospheric pressure. So that'll get all the bubbles and all the everything out, and it'll make it look perfect. So that's actually what we're gonna do. Then you take it out, add another layer, then you finally put it in, and after about 17, 18 hours, you get one of those pretty looking molds right there. So most molds, and I know I've talked about this in other videos, are done either with gel coat or something like that. When you use prepregs, you have a wider assortment of materials you can use, simply because you're doing it under high pressure and high heat. And if I could ever get this, I feel like this is one of those parts where I'm gonna like speed it up, or you know, the power of editing, as they say. There we go. There's one side, that back down. I'm gonna do the other side, and I will show you guys the difference. There we go. All right. So, watch this, I already stuck. Oh, it did. Okay. So that side right there looks like your typical, obviously, carbon fiber. You see a weave pattern. That is basically little glass beads, is the best way to put it. And whenever you put it under high pressure and high heat on this surface, it makes a perfect, absolutely perfect mold. So, you know, you don't get any crazy streak marks from gel coats or things like that. It's almost like making a piece of glass. And then this is just the backing for it. So you'll see it's a big like 12K weave, and then that's just basically super sticky epoxy. So and it'll go on the back and makes it primo. So all right, I'm gonna get to putting this thing on. I'll keep the camera on, and then I'm definitely gonna speed this process up because it's gonna take a while. All right. Got done doing the top side of the gas cover. So as you can see, this is the mold, and it looks really shiny, really nice, and which it's obviously the mold of this piece right here. You obviously have to do the underside. So I went ahead and pre-prepped it, and it's got one layer of surface ply, which is what gives you this real shiny mirror-like piece that makes it, you know, a really nice piece when it comes out of the autoclave, and then this 12K backing ply. So this is just a really thick, big weaved carbon, and it has a lot of resin. So it's super enriched with resin. And again, that's just to give it good stability. The next thing to do is actually something I've already done on this piece. Now this is a Viper piece, but it's the same kind of thing, surface ply, backing ply, and then you put it in a vacuum bag. Vacuum it all down, make sure it's nice and tight, and then you put it in to cure the piece, which will then create, of course, a piece like that or piece like that. So I'm going to show you that process. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the vacuum bag, do all of that, but it will end up looking like that. All right, guys, I'm going to put the camera up, and you guys can watch me do the magic. All right. Hey guys, all right, so we just pulled the pieces out of the curing oven. So they should be done. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut it open, we're gonna demold them, and we're gonna see how they turned out. Hopefully they turned out awesome. So let's check it out. Okay, so a little bit of a snafu. I put the camera up there, started filming down to taking the molds off and everything. I even laid the carbon in the new molds, got them all prepped, got them all ready, got them put up in the oven, came down, checked the camera, and I forgot to hit the record button. You stupid idiot! So we lost all of that footage. I'm sure in another future video, we're gonna be making some other parts and we'll show the same thing. But it does kind of stink. That was actually really cool. It was really cool parts when actually you see it come apart. But we're probably gonna go ahead and call this done. This episode I'm sure is getting pretty long, so we'll just make it a two-parter. Please don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, and definitely hit that little bell icon so you can get notified whenever part 2 comes out. Alright guys, well, I am DONE done, and I'm going to bed. It's pretty late here actually. See ya.